I lived. I am back. Your anxiety is insane levels of gaming. Well, here are some insane levels of gaming for you. Like this is top tier gaming. Being stuck on high quality beef. I'm reopening the game again. Is there a way to set... Hold on. Task manager. How do you set your task manager to always be at the top? Just in case, you know. Not that I'm expecting this to happen again. But just on the off chance. Oh, there we go. Always on top. Perfect. We got it. We're set, gamers. We do not need to do this shit again. You need me to know that my starting music is insanely louder than any other audio on my stream. I actually was going to fix that one day, and chat unanimously decided that it did not need to be fixed. That it was simply an element of my streams, and that there was no issue. I am very sorry for your ears, but really, truly, who am I to go against the chat? I don't know what that means. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. If we get at least 2 more people who agree with you that I need to tone it down, then you'll match with like about the same amount of people who told me that it was perfect, and I will lower the volume. It's also my alarm clock for anybody who leaves my stream up while waiting for me to stream, so that they know that I've started. Oh yeah, so we're gonna go back in. I pressed the wrong button again. We're going back. We got this.
Previously during the investigation.
We don't need this. We're good. Hasn't been that long. You gotta do what? Oh, put new batteries in your mouse. I don't know why I thought you said put new batteries in your house. Okay, we sleep. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and long sleep because we know already that we can't go until like 1500, so long sleep. God damn, he is starving. Okay. I will probably also buy some more food before we leave, but we have plenty of time for that, so we're good. We are all good. Wait, he needs a shower. Is that even a thing I can do? It won't let me. Taking a shower might help us clear up our thoughts. Okay, so do it, nasty. What the fuck? He only does that if you sprint at them. Otherwise, he opens them very slowly. And so because I had no control while we were being chased, he refused. He refused to sprint through the doors. Like, a murderer was actively trying to kill us, and he did not give two shits. Yeah, he can't shower. I don't know what to say, guys. He's just gonna have to be a stinky man. Why is everybody yelling? Calm down. Yeah, there was a jail door in the chase scene, and he was just like, oh, it's fine. Walk through it real slow. Never mind the fact that a murderer with an axe was right behind us. Oh, you're yelling to express emotion? Okay.
Hi.
Let's buy some more food. She only has snacks, though. I'll buy some more cheese. And maybe some donuts. I wish you could buy more than one at a time. Oh, you can only have one donut. That's all you get. I love making him run through the door. I think it's so funny. Huh? What kind of donuts do you eat again, Prince? Can you elaborate? No, Essie, you are not normal. Don't lie to the people like that. Wait, let me get my handy-dandy map back. Otherwise, I will be hopelessly lost again. There's a milk barn. Oh, I'm getting a hold of my map. Trying not to get us all terribly lost. Drink some water real quick. Okay, we are good. Let's go. We're gonna get there so much earlier than when they open.
Zach, picking up from
back
where we
to this
left off.
conversation
Okay,
again.
Zach, I've been thinking about what movie I'd like to watch next, and finally I've made a decision.
It's always hard to narrow it down just to one movie, but I've put a lot of thought into this, and I'm sure you'll agree with me. 1975, directed by Steven Spielberg himself, the grandfather of panic movies, set in a small town in Massachusetts. That movie made me stay away from the beach for years. I was always afraid that a hand might come floating up. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah? It's Jaws. The underwater camera work accompanied by that John Williams music. I'd never been that scared by a movie before. But the best thing about it is that it isn't just another panic movie. The mayor who won't close the beach even when there are so many victims. And Chief Brody putting the citizens' lives above all else. The film gave a lot of time to the dispute and friction between them. It certainly had a lot of messages for a 2-hour film. That's probably another reason why it was such a record-breaking hit. One of my regrets in life is that I didn't see it at the movie theater. I guess I was still just a child back then. But still, I wanted to taste that terror in real time.
That reminds me, Zach. Did you know this one?
Jaws also appears in another movie that was produced by Spielberg, the second Back to the Future. It was directed by Robert Zemeckis, who later made Forrest Gump. That's also a masterpiece, of course, but we'll discuss that another time. So, the scene where Jaws appears is right after Marty McFly goes 30 years into the future. He passes by a movie theater and is attacked by a holographic shark. Marty is shocked, of course, but looking closer, he sees the words, Jaws Part 19. The director is credited as Steven Spielberg Jr. In reality, there were actually only 4 Jaws movies, but it was still a great joke. 30 years from 1985 would be 2015. We'll be there pretty soon.
I wonder what life would be like by then, Zach.
The wind-up just sends him spiraling through the air. I've seen it. Dude loves to jump. Yeah, we're almost to 2015. Actually, when did this game come out? I want to say it was like 2008. Anybody want to Google that for me? Oh shit. No, that's fine. $2010. God damn. This game looks like balls for 2010. It's fine. It's a work of art. They look exactly the same despite being 10 years apart.
Between 1500 and 1700. We can't do anything here right now. Let's come back at the right time.
Like, the graphics, you can't even tell there's 10 years between these games. They look like they were made one after the other. I don't know. Okay. Here's the thing about the second game. Here's the thing about the second game that's worth noting. The second game has been strongly criticized for the fact that there is some very, very transphobic writing in the game about a transgender character, that they went in and they changed some of the writing, but they didn't actually fix the issue. And I can get past that sometimes, but I'm not going to make anybody else endure that. I'm not really comfortable putting that content on my channel. And it's not a case of where it's aware transphobia being written. It's not like, oh, these characters are doing this and they're, oh, it's back? Okay. It's not a case where the characters are being transphobic and it is written in to be a bad thing that they're doing it. It's all of the characters are very transphobic towards this character, and it's written as perfectly normal. And even after they went in and they changed things, it's still like that. So I'm not going to be playing the second game, but I will play the first, because I have not heard anything about any transphobia in the first game. Which, it sucks, because I did think about streaming the second game, but then I looked into it, and I was like, oh, they didn't actually fix anything. It's still the same. It's actually, like, just more awkward. Deadly Premonition 2. The sequel to this game. Drink some more water real quick. I like how you can't see the smoke, so he's just like making weird faces. Oh no, I said I'm gonna stream the first game, but I'm not gonna stream the sequel. Because the first game doesn't have any transphobia in it, but the second one does. Prince, your brain is so interesting in how it works. I would love to study you.
Greenvale Community Center. Now that's an impressive building. The clock tower is impressive too. Zach, I haven't been on stage like this since elementary school. I'm not some tree in the wind this time either. That was a tough role. That was a piece of scenery. Bright red tree.
You're bright red right now, with leaves all over you. You're still a bright red tree.
All for coming today. Getting right down to business. Agent Morgan, from the Federal Bureau of Investigations, wishes to speak with you.
Good afternoon. I'm Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Some of you are already aware by now of the tragic murder of Anna Graham. Truly a heinous, terrible crime. I've come to this town to solve the murder of this young, beautiful girl, and to bring the one responsible to justice. Unfortunately, incidents like these have a tendency to happen again. I asked to have you gathered here so I can share some advice in order to minimize the risk of further fatal incidents. Firstly, please, stay away from any dark,
Yeah, he's dressed just for the
dangerous,
occasion.
isolated places. Those of you with children, especially of Anna's age, please guide your children away from such places at all costs.
I don't know if Anna was a child.
Secondly, avoid going out when it is raining. Now, I've heard the folklore story of the Raincoat Killer. There is a chance that the murderer is mimicking the story. Women should also be especially careful. I would hate to see more victims.
Dun dun dun.
Who's the fashionably late one?
That's Carol, Thomas's sister. She owns a bar.
Thomas's sister.
Excuse me. So, as I have said, avoid going outside when it is raining. Young women should be especially careful. Report anything or anyone suspicious immediately. The murderer will be caught and brought to justice. But you must all remain on guard until we do so. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
This dude is so funny. It's a rich guy. That's all we know about him. He's a rich guy. He likes to rhyme.
When paying for our sins, we must not frown. The loss of Anna was for that debt. When purple fog covers our town, we'll all wander in hell, I fret. So says Mr. Stewart.
He does. He rhymes 24/7.
Sure knows how to steal thunder.
Well then, Zach, let's ask some questions before all these guys leave.
Okay.
Agent Morgan, here's your chance to get to know some of the townsfolk. Don't let it go to waste.
I guess I could have taken the steps, or I could not take the steps.
Quite a performance. Mysterious and very poetic. But I don't think many of your audience appreciated it.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, the purple fog appears with rain, soiling and ruining our town. The evil does not drain. Find out why the town is soiled. Remove the source from which it boiled. Then and only then, your case is solved. But for this to happen, to solve the crime, the proper must do the proper at the proper time. It is not yet mine, that is, Mr. Stewart's time, not mine. But if you, Mr. York, find the right timing to chat with me, that is, with Mr. Stewart, may that be. Informative and fruitful, you will see. So says Mr. Stewart.
So, Harry, you know something. But there's some reason why you can't tell me yet. Is that what you're trying to say?
Cut the poetic rubbish, Harry, and tell us what you know. We can force you to talk, you know.
I like how he tried to rhyme it there.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, pay close attention to the signs, the omens, and the
Pay
premonition.
close attention to the signs. He's telling me to
Small
drive
they
better.
may be, they still are finds, and helpful to your investigations. So says Mr. Stewart.
Thanks for the warning, Harry. But don't worry. Me and Zach, we know what we're doing.
Title drop. I'm just gonna take somebody's coffee. It's mine now. I don't know. I haven't
I'm
looked
FBI
at his
Special
butt. Why are
Agent
you looking at
Francis
it?
York Morgan.
So Anna was killed. But why does that bring the FBI here?
I have an interest in murder cases involving young women.
Well, you know, man, this might just be another case to you. But it means the death of a friend to me. I don't want you taking this lightly like it's just another case.
I never take anything of this nature lightly, I assure you. I'm here to apprehend the perpetrator who did this.
Yeah, because local enforcement can't shine their own boots, right?
Good point. You can't always count on the police now, can you? But that doesn't mean you're going to capture the perpetrator yourself. Quint.
How do you know my name?
I memorized the name of every citizen before arriving in town.
Every citizen?
I also know about you and your
All
significant
of
other.
them.
You mean Becky?
Don't underestimate the FBI. We know and see everything.
What the fuck?
Sorry if I was a little harsh. I want to help, I do. Okay?
Essie, give me some. I want it.
Okay, Zach, I'll tell you how I knew his name. He's got a small Q on his hat. That was the only name beginning with Q that I could think of. He was even kind enough to tell us his girlfriend's name. I can read him like a book, Zach.
Oh my god, what the fuck? This Sherlock Holmes shit. Ah, I'm opening up, feed me. Ah. Sorry for so much coughing. Hopefully by next weekend, I will be a whole lot better and won't sound like this. I'm just thankful to be able to speak at all. I couldn't talk at all on Friday.
You're York, right? I'm Richard Dunn, the owner of the darts bar, Swery 65.
Swery is the person who wrote the game, I think. Or like a producer or something. He worked on it.
How'd you like the town? Oh, it's great. Aside from the murder that happened here.
Yep. Murder just doesn't fit with a small town like ours.
Well, Richard, I'll have to correct you on that. Crimes don't care about size. Big town, small town, just isn't a factor.
I guess you're right.
So, how did you know Anna?
I've known her since she was a child. She was the same age as my son. Yeah, she always stood out, being pretty and all, just like her mother, Sally.
What do you know about Sally?
Well, I went all through school with her right here in town. I never thought our children would be the same age.
I don't see her here today.
Ah, well, see, she lost her husband, and this time it's her daughter. She's at home right now, trying to make peace with it all.
You seem to know a lot. How long have you been in love with her?
Hey, don't go there. That scar of yours tells me you got your hands full too, right? Let's not dive into personal matters. It'll be better for you and me.
You're right, Richard. Collecting gossip won't help with the matter at hand.
Where's everybody else? Come out, bitches. Oh, it's Usher again.
Agent York, you make any progress?
Of course, plenty. Tell me, Usha, when is Anna's funeral?
Bye, Grumbly.
That's still undecided. Sally
Take
isn't
care, have a
really
good
in any
day.
condition to do it right now.
Her mother? I don't see her here.
Anna was her sole reason for living after her husband was deceased. Well, she's probably huddled up at home.
And I should probably take some time to pay her a visit.
Well, yes, you should. And I'd appreciate it if you could, too. But don't go too hard on her, okay?
Oh, the fly's back. What's going on? Whoa. Is this what you were talking about with his butt? What the fuck? Oh, his jacket is tweaking. Damn.
Are you getting closer to catching the murderer?
Hello again, Fiona. Good to see you here.
Well, Dr. Johnson told me to be here. He said it would be important.
Well, that was good advice. He may be young, but he seems like a wise man.
Oh, and he's a very hard-working person, too. Everyone thinks he's some kind of weirdo, but I don't think so at all. People don't understand why he's in the autopsy room all day, but I do. He's doing research to make the world a better place in the future. You know, he already made a fortune in LA with his career.
I did not know that.
You didn't? Oh, the doctor is a very rich man. He has a really big house over by the lake.
Amazing, Zach. You must be loaded. Rich and young. A perfect combination.
But you don't get that feeling from him at all, do you? He doesn't show it. That's one of the things I like best about him.
Well, I could have been fooled if it weren't for you. Thanks for the valuable information, Fiona.
Yeah, anytime I fix one thing, something else breaks. I fix the car, so now his jacket is freaking out. The fly, I don't know, it wouldn't let me have him shower. Oh, whoops. Bill from Left 4 Dead? Holy shit, dude.
So you're the FBI
Big fan.
agent, are you?
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
I'm the general. I fought for my country in the Vietnam War.
A real-life war hero. So why are you living here?
Soldier, this is my hometown. After a man returns from war, there's no place to go other than his hometown. Your little speech, you mentioned the raincoat killer.
Was that a problem?
You imbecile. The raincoat killer's no myth, not mere folklore, not a fairy tale. It's based on actual events that happened in this town.
It is. I'm interested. Can you tell me more about this?
You kids today don't even know how to ask for something right. Soldier, if you want to hear more, you come to my office.
Okay.
He literally exudes raw power, Zach. Despite the credibility issues, we should give him a visit.
One thing, though.
He
Calls
literally
himself a general,
exudes
but
raw
isn't that a
power.
sergeant's uniform?
Damn. York read this dude for shit. Oh, there's a thing. Hi, Polly.
Mr. Morgan, you're quite an impressive public speaker.
Really? Thank you, Polly.
You reminded me a little of a play I saw when I was younger.
What kind of play?
I'm talking about back when this place was still called the Mercury Theater. When I was young, I used to come here often with my husband. God rest his soul. We'd come on the weekend to see the latest play. He'd always pretend to be uninterested, but I could tell he was excited inside. He was just one of those kind of guys, really, thinking about it now.
Really, Polly? So what's your favorite play?
Oh, well, I like so many. There was one in particular, but I can't recall the name anymore. Oh, it was a very famous one, too.
Something by Shakespeare?
Oh, no, nothing. One more bell that doesn't ring anymore. I've always been forgetful about the plays we used to see anyway. Oh, and my husband would get angry at me for forgetting what we saw. He'd go on for hours retelling what the play was about. His eyes were so sparkling, like a happy young boy.
I see. So, what's your favorite play?
Oh, I almost forgot, Mr. Morgan. We're going to have another guest soon. I have to get back and get things ready. Sorry for having to hurry away. I'll see you back at the hotel.
She's dodging the question.
Zach,
Somebody
I think
tackle
she could
her.
embarrass the toughest of the FBI's interrogators. She successfully avoided answering my question, Zach. Amazing.
Damn, there's a lot of suspects.
Oh my pot is getting cold.
The pot lady? Really?
Hey, mister, my pot is getting cold.
You are... who?
What are you saying? I'm Sigourney. Sigourney.
Sigourney. Okay. Now, what is the matter? Can you explain?
No time for chatting. I need to hurry. My pot is getting colder. Oh, you're useless.
Wow.
Zach, we've met all sorts today, but really, she takes the cake. Amazing.
It's a nod to a character in Twin Peaks. Okay, that makes sense.
Jim, thanks for your help in the forest. How are Isaac and Isaiah?
They're fine.
They really seem to love their grandpa.
Well, I guess they do, son. I want to keep them away from the filth of the material world as much as I can. Their mother agrees, which is why she lets me take care of them so often.
And that's why I want you to solve this case quickly and go home. Those rumors about that scar of yours do more damage than good around here.
I guess I reek of the material world, don't I? I have to, in order to do my job. But I understand what you mean.
I'd think the same if I was born in a place like this, Zach.
What? Okay. What the fuck? God damn. You know they're a couple. Girl,
Hey,
button
good
your
looking.
shorts. What the
Nice
fuck?
speech.
Your underwear are out.
And you are?
Oh, I'm Gina. I'm married to Jack. He runs the gas station. Call me the Rose.
You look pretty revealing.
Oh, this old thing. Oh, you should see some of my other clothes. You? Oh, now you are cool. That scar really is a turn-on. You should come to my station. I'll give you a little extra service.
That would be great. I can't believe how
what?
expensive gasoline is nowadays. Some extra
He's
service
just
would
like,
be great. Now,
yeah,
about my current
thanks.
case. Do you have any information on Anna? Have you seen anything suspicious?
Oh, I don't know.
York,
Talk to
you're
my
so
hubby about
fucking
the difficult
stupid.
stuff, okay?
This is getting us nowhere, Zach.
What the hell was that?
I ain't got nothing to tell the cops.
What about the FBI?
Shut up.
At least give me your name.
I'm Jack. They call me Raging Bull.
That's a manly nickname.
If
Who
you
is
want
they?
info, it'll cost you. I only talk to Ben Franklin.
You know,
I
first
can't do
impressions
anything
are
about the
important.
fly. It wouldn't let me
I
shower.
can detain you for a few days, and maybe you'll become more fun to meet.
Zach, this is a waste of time. Let's go.
Let's just save in case the game crashes again. I see a phone. I save. Turn that light off.
Yeah! Hey there, FBI. I'm Keith Ingram.
Yeah, you look like your name is Keith Ingram.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York. That's what everyone always calls me.
Okay, York. No problem, man.
So, Keith, I hear you run the Milk Barn convenience store.
That's right, man. Rock and roll!
Do you sell raincoats there by any chance?
Yeah, but nobody ever buys them, though. Anyone who wears one of them, I say, just ain't a rocker. But you know, that scar of yours, now that scar rocks.
This scar rocks? Now that's a new one. I'll drop by your store soon, and let's talk then.
Yeah, cool, man.
Man,
Rock
nobody
on,
talks
FBI.
about somebody scarred this much. Like, they're really making a huge deal out of what is frankly not a super noticeable. Like, yeah, you're gonna notice it, but you're not gonna be like, oh, holy shit, what a gnarly scar. Like, no, it's not that big of a deal. Everybody calm down. Everyone in this town is mentally ill. Maybe just a little bit.
You're Isaac and Isaiah's mother?
Yes, I'm Lily.
I'm FBI Special Agent...
Agent York, right?
You are good.
The handsome special agent from the big city. The facial scar trademark. The way you introduce yourself. Everyone's talking about you.
Well, I can't say much about the scar. But the way I introduce myself, Zack and I consider it a kind of ritual of sorts.
Everyone has their own rituals. It's like always leaving the house left foot first. It's one of those things.
You certainly are a funny one.
So, have you noticed anything strange or out of place recently?
Well, Becky's been taking a couple of days off from work, but aside from that, I
Has
heard
he
she
let
was
him
in
make
shock
it?
after the murder.
He
But-
physically
You think
cannot
there's something
shower.
else?
Well, I took the boys along to see her today. She's always so kind to them, and they love seeing her too. But she took in the boys and told me to wait outside. Something about a special secret between just the three of them. I just couldn't understand it.
Now that's interesting. Thank you, Lily.
Perhaps we should give Becky a visit tomorrow, Zack.
Oh, so
I'm FBI
true.
Special Agent
It
Francis
really
York
is.
Morgan. Please, call me York.
Wesley, owner of the gun store called Panda Bear. People around here call me the gunsmith.
Do I have to talk to this dude before the store opens?
Was there
Maybe
something
that's
you want to
why.
ask me?
How do you make a living running a gun store in a place like this? I'd be worried because there can't be that many customers.
Worry gives a small thing a big shadow. I do gunsmith work in my shop, too. If you got the skills, the customers find you. All you need is a network.
Nice
hope so.
pants, my dude. Oh, now I can buy from him. Cool. Already have that. Shit, I am starving. We're good.
You've got quite a selection here. No wonder people come from all around.
Even today,
Eat
a
the gun.
customer
Okay.
traded
Oh.
Seattle for some help. I just got back.
I see. Well, I'll be sure to visit your store sometime. I'd like for you to take a look at my gun.
Understood. Look forward to it. The shop will be open again tomorrow. It's usually open from 2000 to 0600. See you then.
Oh, that's... No wonder his shop was closed because he's open only at night. What's gay lingo? Wait, does lollipop cost $90? Look, the economy's rough. We're all just trying to make it. We're all just trying to make it. I can't wait to show you my gun. Okay, hold on. I know I told you guys I was going to be taking a few more extra breaks during the stream today. I'm going to take one more break real quick, and I will be right back. Speaking of, if you couldn't guess, I'm back. Also, welcome back, Jarrell. Alright, let's get back into it.
I'm U.S. Special Agent Francis York Morgan. I presume you are the owner of the diner that Anna worked at?
That's right.
I'd like to ask you a few questions about Anna Graham. Did you notice anything strange about her prior to the incident? Nick, are you hiding something?
No, nothing.
You sure?
I'm sorry, but I don't like repeating myself.
I'm U.S. Special Agent Francis York Morgan. And you are?
Olivia, Nick's wife.
Anna worked at your husband's diner, right? What kind of girl was she?
Well, she was a very hard worker. A nice girl.
Did you ever see her acting strange?
Well, not really. But there was one thing. Well, you see, the diner closes when it rains. Many shops do that around here, as you might have heard. Anyway, Anna always seemed unfocused the day after it rained. And came in late, too. It was almost as if she used up all her energy the day before. Come to think of it, that was really strange. Did that legendary monster really kill her?
It wasn't a monster. Just a criminal. Criminal I'm going to catch and bring to justice.
That's weird. That's really weird. Like, that makes me... Okay, so this wasn't just like a one-off thing. Something's been happening on rainy days for her all the time. York's suit is having some problems in the tummy area. York's just having all kinds of issues. He's got a fly problem. He's got a suit problem. Attitude problem. You name it. I think he's hungry. Like, dude's just going through it. Did I talk to everyone? Did I miss somebody? Oh, a guy.
Good evening, Agent.
God damn! Shit, I am sorry. Holy
Good
fuck.
evening, Mr.
Brian, the gravekeeper. Brian.
Mr. Brian.
Emmett Selch looking motherfucker. What the
Auditioning
fuck?
for Little Grave on the Prairie?
Anna. Oh, she was so beautiful. Too soon. Too soon to go to the grave. So sad. So sad.
I totally agree. That's why I'm here, looking for the one who did it. Were you close to her?
Anna, her smile, so warm.
What the fuck?
Anna, blonde hair, so bright.
There's a graveyard somewhere in town, Zach. I'm not excited about the idea, but maybe we should at least check it out.
This dude looks like he belongs in an MCR music video. I will not accept criticism because I'm absolutely correct. Yeah, Emmett belongs in an MCR music video. It's true.
Anna was an airhead.
What do you mean? Are you saying she was killed because she was an airhead? Or are you saying that she was an airhead for being killed?
I'm sure she's still an airhead, even in heaven. She changed her hair every day. If she lost a pound, she'd be ecstatic. Gain one, and she'd almost be in tears. She broke many, many plates every day at the diner, and she'd always have a smile on her face. Always having fun. Everyone looked at her and knew she was a cute, adorable, loving airhead. But they would be smiling right along with her. I wouldn't be surprised if the angels smiled with her too.
Oh, what the hell?
Isaac and Isaiah said that Anna was a fairy of the forest, a goddess.
What was her name? I think her name was Carol. I think that was Carol. She's a little sussy. Anybody else feeling she's a little sussy?
Agent Morgan, I'd like to let everyone go home now. Let's go outside.
Really is just a parade of the weirdest people you've ever met. There's two
Well
flies.
then, Agent York, do you have any plans for this evening?
A shower,
I was going
mayhap?
to head back to the hotel and go over my notes. I need to contact HQ and give a progress report, too.
Okay, then let's call it a day here.
Sounds good.
Contact my office when you finish your report. We'll pick you up tomorrow morning. Diane, the owner of the art gallery, should be back soon.
All right, then. Let's do that.
Hold on, Agent York. We're going out to eat at Nick's Diner. Would you like to come with us?
Yeah. You need food.
That might be nice.
Go
Thomas
eat.
is a great cook, but Nick is the real deal. No visit to Greenvale is complete without eating at the A&G.
A very appealing proposition. Zach, what do you think? We can always go back to the hotel after eating dinner. Or go directly back to the hotel. You decide, Zach.
Go eat.
Mm-hmm.
Two of them. Do not separate them. There are pets for the remainder of the game.
I've been sheriff here for a long time now, and this is the worst murder I've ever seen.
Our town is a little odd in some ways, but it's usually a peaceful place.
We had our fair share of cases, but just the regular stuff. A high school kid shoplifting from the milk barn, maybe? Or some hot-headed kids fighting, fueled on liquor? Nothing more than that.
Agent York, what kind of cases have you dealt with in the past?
Not much different from those you've just mentioned.
You work in the
case I was
FBI, I'm
on
sure that you
until
have.
last month. Well, the guy killed 7 girls in a 3-month period. He sawed their heads off from the neck and took them back to his house. He cleaned the skulls up and used them as utensils in his daily life, to eat from or as a urine cup. He hated women. That was his way of dealing with it. He'd fill skulls with ice, cola,
They're just
and
like,
rum,
oh God, please stop.
and he'd down it in one gulp. For him, that was a holy ritual.
The happy music in the background. I love it.
The question of his mental state was the pivotal point in the court case.
Oh, man.
For me, he was insane. 100%. Drinking from the skulls. Well, that is one thing, but those he had used to relieve himself, he would then just use them to drink from, too.
Oh.
Yeah, that was too much for me. It's just not sanitary.
That's where he draws the line.
Not
right there.
sanitary. That's probably not the problem for most of us.
What else? Ah, yes. An ingenious law school student raped over 800 victims.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Agent York. Now, let's talk about something else.
You don't want to hear anymore? That's a shame, isn't it, Zach? I was just about to get to the good part, too.
Sounds like you live in a totally different world.
Not the
You're
fly.
like an elite agent who just jumped out from a movie or something. In your eyes, we must look like we're just playing cops and robbers. I give up. I can't compete with you.
Don't say that, Emily. The cases you have solved are all full-fledged crimes. A crime is a crime.
What's going on with his
Size doesn't
hair?
matter. There is no big and small. Crimes always have a criminal and a victim. No victim will ever welcome a crime, no matter what its size. So, fundamentally, there is no difference in size.
It is already lit. What is he
Well
doing?
said, Agent Morgan. We work day and night to preserve peace and order in this town. You understand that, right?
Dude's gonna just set his own sleeve on fire.
Of course. But still, I don't view shoplifting and Anna's murder as the same level of crime.
Me neither. I never even dreamt that such a thing could ever even happen in this town. I keep on expecting to see Anna here in this diner, waiting on tables.
Excuse us, Agent Morgan. We should have made dinner a more uplifting experience. Let's call it a night.
Okay. Good night, then.
It's really not your fault that, like, I mean, obviously they're going to be psychologically impacted by it. They knew her personally, and they're having to investigate the murder of someone they knew. Like, obviously that's going to traumatize them. He works in the FBI. He's a fucking behavioral analyst. I'm sure that he 100% expects that. Okay. Step 1, don't get hit by a car. Step 2, get to a phone. Ooh, a thing. Sorry. Step 2, get to a phone. Ooh, a thing. Gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Where's the phone? Oh, right here. That's a weird place for it to be. The flies are also like super flies in the rain. Interesting way of putting it. Okay, we save. And with that, I'm going to call it here. Let's find somebody to raid. Let's see who's online right now. I don't see a lot of people that I'm following. Essie, do you have a recommendation for anybody that we could raid? Anybody that you suggest? I see Omni is streaming. We could always raid Omni. No, thank you for coming, Kobez. I had a really good time. I am starting to lose my voice again. I might have pushed it a little too far today. Yeah, only really Omni? Okay, that's alright. We will raid Omni then. Let me go ahead and start that raid. Does anybody want to come up with a raid message? What do you guys think? Yeah, I always feel awkward raiding somebody with like 40 plus viewers. Flies or pets raid. I like it. I like it. Okay, everybody copy paste. Oh, high quality beef. That one's perfect. Oh my god, we need to use high quality beef. It is the most iconic moment of the stream, was the high quality beef. Everybody, copy paste high quality beef raid. I'm gonna start the raid. Thank you guys again for coming to the stream today. I hope to do it again next weekend. I will post an update as we get a little bit closer to next Sunday. And again, thank you guys so much for coming today, and have a good rest of your day.